going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
You're like I don't know where you are on crypto. You were so negative for a while and just definitive, like you always are. You may know nothing, but you're never in doubt. But you were so negative. Then you got totally positive. Do you own Bitcoin now? Kevin, what's your position in crypto right now? You do. Have you sold sold major parts of it? You have a lot of it, or as much?
No. Look, Bitcoin is not a coin, Joe. It's simply software. Ethereum is software. If you own, HBAR software. If you own Microsoft, if you own Google, why don't you own Bitcoin? It's all software. It's productivity software.
You own one Bitcoin. You own. Do you have a real position in it because you're a wealthy guy?
I have millions of dollars. 20% of my portfolio is now in cryptocurrencies and blockchain.
I had to do some real estate in Switzerland with it once. It is a useless currency. It is a useless currency. That's what I believe. I mean, look, I'm not, I realize people have different opinions, but to me, it's garbage. I love your optimistic view of it. You haven't changed my mind at all. It's still garbage, and I'm not going to take real money and put it into this thing. It's never going to happen. I mean, imagine real money, taking real dollars that I'm making in cash 2.1% on and putting it into crypto crap.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And we have Kevin OLeary on CNBC. The Hegelian dialectic, performance at its best. We remember what Kevin OLeary said about Bitcoin. It's a worthless currency. It is garbage. Now he's putting 20% of his portfolio in crypto. And we know the Fed is about to build the fourth industrial revolution. They're about to raise rates, which will shrink all this liquidity. So that means that stocks and cryptos are going to head down. Yes, tokenized stocks are the future. Cryptos are the future. Crypto means hidden message, hidden meaning. These cryptos are for the robots, algorithms, and drones. Kevin OLeary says Bitcoin is software. Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is cyber money, cyber property, because they know all about the fourth industrial revolution. But this legacy market has to be destroyed in order for the fourth industrial revolution to rise. That means that Babylon and American dollar has to fall while China, the dragon, rises with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. Now, a lot of you have been asking me, will XRP make a run after the lawsuit? Guys, the Fed is going to be shrinking liquidity. We have 5 days until the Fed gives us guidance. And I mean, once they start shrinking liquidity, all cryptos are going to take a big hit right along with stocks. The only reason why cryptos and stocks reached the highs that it hit is because the Fed was manipulating it. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, I give you the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but what does it do? It sets you free. And I leave you with this quote from Thomas Jefferson, and I love this quote. I believe that the banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their currency, first by inflation, what we're going through now, then by deflation, when the robots take over, the banks and corporations that will grow up around them will deprive the people of all their property. You will own nothing, but you will be happy, until their children wake up homeless on the continent their fathers conquered. The issuing power should be taken from the banks and restored to the people to whom it properly belongs. Y'all have a wonderful day.
I was on the phone yesterday with a sort of a big-time crypto guy, and he was talking about how crypto was like the multiple operating systems for mobile telephones years ago. But it made me think maybe that means we're in the beginning of something, which is fabulous, but it also makes me think of Palm. Does everyone remember Palm? Or RIM, which is BlackBerry, or, I mean, you could go down the list. iOS and Android didn't show up to the scene until a decade or two after the fact. And I only raise it because I wonder sort of where you think we are in all of this and whether it means that the Bitcoins and some of the coins that we're looking at now and talking about will be around or will be obsolete in a decade from now.
Well, you have to be diversified. I own 32 different positions, including equity in FTX itself. And I have to disclose, I'm a paid spokesperson for that company. I'm backing their initiatives. But the whole point is, you don't know who's going to win. Is Ethereum going to win? Is Solana going to win? Is it Helium? Or is it Avalanche? I own them all. And luckily, they're just software development teams. You go meet these people, you find out they're in their 20s, they're the smartest engineers in the world. If you graduate from MIT right now, you don't want to work for an old industrial company. You want to go to a blockchain company. So we should support this initiative and be the leader in policy, because right now the world is waiting. The Canadians are more advanced. They have the very first crypto exchange. They have the very first ETF with Bitcoin in it. How come we don't? The same in the United Arab Emirates, the same in Switzerland. We are so far behind in policy for this nascent industry that's going to lead the world in financial services. We got to get going. Now, there is a bill. I'm reading. It's over hundreds of pages. This thing is, I went up to the Senate last Thursday and met with Senator Loomis and a bunch of bipartisan senators. They're trying to get their act together on this thing. But we got to get going. Chop, chop. Let's lead the world and put this thing together, because we're lagging.
Most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.